welcome back. I'm Olivia and I'm going to show you how to make the best homemade Red Lobster inspired cheddar bay biscuits. The other day I was making pasta and I really wanted some Red Lobster biscuits, but I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna drive all the way there to get it. And I didn't have the box one that they have in the store like this. So I decided to make my own. Literally, with my knowledge of biscuits, I knew I had the ingredients on hand. So I literally just went and experimented. I threw some stuff together and it worked. So I have this recipe for drop biscuits. So I just tweaked it a little bit, you know, added some herbs, some garlic and stuff like that. And it came out amazing. And I cannot wait to share this recipe with you. So here are the biscuits that I made. And if you want to know how to make these, let's get into it. For the biscuits, we're just going to need some all-purpose flour, whole milk, granulated sugar, baking powder, salt, and shredded cheddar cheese. As always, the full recipe and measurements are in the description. Next, we're going to grab a stick of butter. Make sure that it's real sweet cream butter and it's salted. We're just going to use half the stick of butter for the biscuit dough. I love these butter sticks because they already come like pre-measured. I know that some recipes will call for like a 1/4 cup of butter, but then some recipes will call for tablespoons. So this is perfect because it tells you right on the package how much butter you need. So I'm just going to take my knife and slice that in half and use the other half for later. Next, this step is super important. Please don't think I'm crazy because I have this big black grater in front of me. So grating the butter is just going to make sure that our butter is the perfect size to melt into the biscuits. And after grating it, I'm just gonna pop it in the freezer for at least 5 minutes. So while our butter is freezing, let's go ahead and work on our dry ingredients. So I'm just gonna grab a measuring cup, and notice I'm using a scooper to place the flour into the measuring cup. You never wanna use the whole measuring cup and just dig it straight into the flour. That will give you more flour actually than what the recipe needs. And just use the back of a butter knife to scrape off the excess flour. Next, just add in your baking powder, your sugar, and your salt. Then give that a good whisk. Then let's add in our frozen butter to the flour mixture. Then just grab your regular fork, go ahead and coat your grated butter pieces into the flour mixture. We're not looking to necessarily break up the butter more into the flour. We're literally just coating the butter pieces with the flour. Next, pop in some of that cheddar cheese, and same concept, just coat it with the flour. Now y'all, let's go ahead and transform our dry mixture into a biscuit dough. Go ahead and pour in your whole milk, and I'm just going to use a wooden spoon or even a spatula would work. Go ahead and fold the milk gently into the dry ingredients. I'm using more of a lift and turn method to mix this together rather than just taking my spoon and just stirring it all together. The way you mix the dough makes a huge difference, because if I was to just stir this all together, my biscuit dough would be very dense. It wouldn't be like that light, fluffy, buttery biscuit that we're looking for. So literally guys, once you've mixed all the flour into the biscuit dough, go ahead and stop so we do not overmix this dough. And let's go ahead and pop these in the oven because I don't want to keep talking you guys ear off about biscuit dough. Like, I can literally ramble forever and ever. So let's go. So we're just going to grab a baking pan. I know you guys are probably like, why is this girl using a cake pan for baking pan? I actually have my own baking business, which I'll put that in the description as well if you guys want to check out some of my cool cakes. But yeah, cake pans are usually what I have on hand and they get the job done. So that's what I'm going to use. And once you got that baby all buttered up, let's go ahead and drop in our biscuits. Go ahead and grab your biscuit dough in a regular spoon. Then just go ahead and scrape off some of the biscuit dough that's about the same size as the spoon and literally just drop it into the pan. I know it looks like a little bit of biscuit dough, like what the heck is that? But they actually expand a little bit when they cook. So these are the perfect like appetizer. They're just the perfect size. Trust me on this. They don't have to be perfect like circles or the perfect shape or anything like that. Trust me, they will all come together. And you just want to make sure that they are about 1.5 to 2 inches apart. Then just pop them in the oven. And while our biscuits are baking, guys, let's go ahead and get started on the topping. So here I have some melted butter, some salt, some garlic powder, some dried parsley, oregano, and basil. Psych, I'm just kidding. My inner weird self just came out. So yeah, garlic powder, dried parsley, dried oregano, and dried basil. Okay, so to your melted butter, go ahead and add your salts, your garlic powder, and your dried herbs all together. And just mix that all up. We are going to make sure that the salt is dissolved. And if you're wondering why I didn't use like fresh garlic or fresh herbs instead of the dried ones, the biscuits at Red Lobster are very like mild in flavor, and you know, I want it to be as authentic as possible. So yeah. Now, after 5 minutes, you're going to take the biscuits out of the oven. Clearly, these are not done yet, but you're going to take them out after 5 minutes just to brush on the garlic butter mixture, just to make sure that they can bake some more, but the garlic butter is going to melt into the biscuit dough. And guys, it's really important to mix the garlic butter before you put it on the biscuits. Again, like each time, just because the garlic powder and the herbs tend to sink to the bottom of the butter mixture, and you want everything to have an even flavor. So mix it each time and just brush them on top of the biscuits. Then go ahead and grab your cheddar cheese and you're going to sprinkle some more on top. Don't worry if some of the cheese pieces gets on the pan, it's totally fine. They'll just bake and be a little crispy, but it's fine. The little like crispy baked cheese pieces actually taste good to me. Like, I'm greedy and yeah, I still eat them. And this is what they look like up close before we place them back into the oven. And dun dun dun, our biscuits are done. This is what the final product looks like. So I'm going to break one open for you guys, and I'm also going to taste test one for you, so stay tuned. But look how cheesy it is on top, and look at the buttery bottom. Like, I just know that these taste amazing. By the way, if you guys try out this recipe, please let me know in the comments. Nothing makes me happier than when my viewers let me know that it worked out for them. I appreciate you guys so much. So cheers, this bite is for you. Oh my goodness, these biscuits are so soft. They taste just like the ones at Red Lobster. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on bomb-ass recipes like this. Thanks, I'll see you in the next video.